Hi, this is Chris Newmarker. I'm Managing Editor of Medical Design and Outsourcing, a MassDevice resource. We're at DeviceTalks West in Orange County, California. So let's go out and check some exhibitors and the new technologies and advice that they're offering to insiders in the medical device community. I'm here with Chris Cassana at Valtronic. Chris, you're holding a spinal cord neurostimulator that Valtronic helped design the intelligence for. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yes, that's correct, Chris. This is just an example of what Valtronic can do from a design stage, concept stage, gathering user requirements from a medical OEM early on to identify what is needed from an implantable pain relief simulation device. This one's for spinal cord, for that example. And we get involved in mostly electronic solutions, print circuit board layout, involved with firmware. We work with the customer to do industrialization, design for manufacturing, testing of electronics, and work with them to get their product launched.
With neurostimulation devices like this, I mean, what is one of the biggest challenges that you have to overcome to make these types of devices a reality?
I think that the challenge is also always miniaturization, smaller battery life. Those type of issues are always some of the key features. Obviously quality with the design, doing all the design history files for documentation for FDA approval. We do not take any IP. That's the customer, so we're just, we're a valued partner to help them get to the market.
I think it's just like it's one thing to make it work, it's another thing to make it work really small.
Exactly.
And then to prove it to the regulator.
Yeah, and that's our specialty is miniaturization, making things smaller, and that's our real key value.
Great, thanks a lot, Chris.
All right, thank you.
This is Rachel Calendar with WuXi AppTec. WuXi AppTec is one of the largest medical device contract manufacturers in the world, and Rachel works with their lab testing division. These days, one of the biggest concerns for your customers are telling me is the new MDR coming down the European Union. Just tell us just a little more about that.
Sure, absolutely. A lot of changes from MDD to MDR, and a lot of considerations that our customers are having to think about. Their first step is a gap analysis, really to audit all of their products and what their future is going to be. And really, everything is going to have to be reapproved by the European Union. So that means retesting. So it's a good time to start talking to your CRO, either before or during or after the gap analysis.
Sounds great. Thanks. Good advice.
Sure.
I'm with Chris Smith at Green Hill Software. We were just talking about how medical devices are becoming increasingly more digital, more connected. Why should that be a concern for medical device companies from a security standpoint?
Sure. Thanks, Chris. I think there's a number of different aspects to this puzzle. First is you've got a lot of legacy devices that perhaps were not connected originally, that are becoming connected as we move more and more into the space where hospitals and doctors want more remote access to information. That opens up a communication channel, and that communication channel opens up a potential risk to a would-be hacker or other people that would snoop on that data. So there's a couple of things to bear in mind. One is the device itself might hold patient data, so personally identifiable information, which under HIPAA, GDPR, that's protected. So there's a duty of care there to that equipment manufacturer to ensure that really all data that's held on a device is held encrypted both at rest, so that's when it's not communicating, but also when it is communicating, so that in a static state it's secure, but when it's communicating and sending information to computers, that data link, even if it was man-in-the-middle attacked, there would be no meaningful data. Only the end that is supposed to be receiving it would have the keys to decode it. So that's all very important. Also the architecture of the design itself, so things that are connected, pacemakers, insulin pumps, infusion pumps, things that could potentially cause patient harm. These are the types of devices that we really care about, making them software, from a software perspective, safe and secure, architected safe and secure. And really you have to get involved with the device manufacturers right at the very beginning of the design, because it's very difficult, if not impossible, to retrofit security. So we come from a background of doing this across many different industries: avionics, automotive, industrial, medical, and we're here to bring the best of all of that knowledge and capability to the medical device manufacturers, to offer them both products, services, know-how, to bring all of that encryption, software design, protection to the medical
Like
space.
that's expertise that they increasingly need.
Absolutely.